Everything in the world needs to be in balance. Weather, gravity, physics, chemistry, component of air, winds, animals, and the entire universe need to be in balance. We have the summer, but it should be followed by the winter. We need water to live, but too much water causes floods. If the wind is nil, the ship will not pass through. But if the wind is too much, the storm may dip the ship in ocean. The sun, if it's closer to Earth, it will be too hot to live. But if it is more far a little, it's going to be too cold and icy. Everything needs to be in balance. And similar to the universe, the internal environment of human being. There are control systems in our body to prevent any extreme from the balance status. The heart needs to contract and relax. We need inspiration and expiration. We need to excrete urine, but getting too much urine means we are losing fluid and will develop dehydration. We need the gastrointestinal system to absorb food. However, absorbing too much will lead to obesity, while absorbing too little leads to malnutrition and diarrhea. And similarly, other organs, everything in the body need to be in balance. The state of balance is known as the homeostasis. And when this state is lost, disease develops. If the heart is beating too fast, it is called tachycardia. And if it is beating too slow, it is called bradycardia. Tachycardia and bradycardia are not normal, at least when continue over a long period of time. We have a system inside the body to keep the heart beating in the normal range 60 to 100 per minute. In physiology, we study functions of organs and systems. We learn, for example, how pancreatic enzymes help digesting food. But large part of physiology studies how functions of organs help keeping homeostasis. Pancreas, for example, secrete insulin in response to high blood glucose. This happens after meal. Insulin facilitates glucose entry to body cells, and this lower glucose concentration in the blood and return blood glucose level to the normal range. People with diabetes who do not have enough insulin due to pancreatic disease develop hyperglycemia or high blood glucose level, and that has its own complications. Body organs work together and collaborate to maintain homeostasis. For example, bone marrow synthesizes red blood cells. The major function of red blood cells is to deliver oxygen to tissue. There is a hormone that stimulates bone marrow to increase its production of red blood cells. This hormone is called erythropoietin, and it is synthesized by the kidney. In case of low oxygen arriving to tissue, something called hypoxia, the kidney senses that and increases its production of erythropoietin. Eventually, erythropoietin goes to bone marrow and increases red blood cells production, and we end having more erythrocytes that carry more oxygen to tissue and correct the hypoxia. In this example, we see how bone and kidneys collaborate to maintain homeostasis. Our core temperature is constant. Blood glucose, iron levels, gases on the blood, calcium level, pH and acidity, sodium and potassium, oxygen concentration, blood pressure, fluid balance, neurotransmitters, amount and pressure in the cerebrospinal fluid, count of blood cells, and even energy and gene expression. All are regulated and kept in normal range. Our body systems work in keeping homeostasis till the maximum point is reached. Causes of disease such as bacteria, inflammation, injury, cancer, or toxin applies stronger stressor that cannot be overcome by the body control systems. Depending on its strength and ability to stay and continuing exerting its effect, the disease may continue over a long time or resolve spontaneously. An important factor, especially mentioned in case of bacteria, is the immune system. The bacteria causing disease apply effect on cells or release toxins that destroy tissues. When the immune system overcomes the local problem, the disease ends. If the toxin produced by the bacteria has a remote effect, the disease may progress until the immune system is able to develop method in controlling it. We can say thus the immune system maintains homeostasis by preventing cell destruction by surrounding organisms that can get to the internal environment by way of skin, GI, respiratory, or other routes. So, homeostasis is the normal status of the body. It is general rule, it is guide, it is philosophy of how body organs work. Causes of diseases try to deviate from this intermediate environment. We mentioned some examples here, but there are hundreds more we find when we study physiology and how the control systems interact.